Hi, Guimard-Payen. So lovely to be back with you. I'm back in my home, Les Landes, Escourse, as they say, the name of the village, and I'm going to go this way so you can see the rising of the sun with me. What I wanted to share with you today was the word of the year is proactive. Whoops! That's what happens when you're not watching where you're going. Proactive, what does that really mean? Proactive is a word which makes you be an actor of your life and not let the others dictate, in fact. And I was listening to a Memorial Day, the day just after the Memorial Day blog radio talk show that Jay did. And it was such a wake-up for me because he is so right. We have absolutely no right whatsoever to sit back and complain. And it's true, John Lavinia once said also that we are lying face down in the mud, in fact, all of us. And because we're in a society where you can just sort of get up, out of the mud, we have no real excuse to be stuck in the mud. And so many people come into the entrepreneurship world and want to be an entrepreneur and have their, be their own boss and so on and so forth. But they come out with an employee mind, and it's like, it's 7 o'clock, so, I've got to stop working. Can't possibly be on the webinar at 8 p.m. I mean, it's dinner time. Or, it's, it's Wednesdays. There's that lovely show on about the Star Academy or whatever it might be. As an entrepreneur, you've got to put your knowledge first. You've got to have more value to give to the marketplace. You've got to, learn, really. And so Jay was going back to this Memorial Day talk. Jay was going on and on about how this... He'd watched the programme. There was this 18-year-old soldier who'd... I think he'd been shot in the shoulder or something, and the guy who was coming to save him was shot in, I think it was the eye or something. So somewhere where that was bleeding profusely. So this poor 18-year-old soldier, which apparently 18 years old is not even adult drinking age in the states, some states, was trying to shoot. To fire at the enemy, as it were, bring back this guy who'd come to save him, and get back to the rescue helicopter, which was, a couple of yards away, whatever, I don't know distances, but anyway. And the only thing he could do was, lie on top of him every now and again because he had bad shoulder, he couldn't really carry him very well, and it was a, traumatic experience for this 18-year-old. And so, when he got back, just as he got to the helicopter, the guy had bled to death. And so this 18-year-old are just in trauma from now on. So he's going to spend the rest of his life in trauma. And here we are saying we want to be entrepreneurs. And we're moaning and whining about, the campaign didn't work. I don't do this, I can't do that, And that's being reactive, okay? And we have no right to let these people fight for our freedom so that we can moan. And I have been in that place, so I know what I'm talking about. And it is so beautiful still. It just makes my blood boil, really, that is true. But now I'm proactive, so this is the way it's going to be this year. It's going to be proactive, and that means I also remember I was listening to seminar, whatever, I can't remember, call. And there it was Justin Wolfe saying that, to be reactive, you can't get up and look at your mails, because then your whole day depends on what mails you got. So no, you get up, you do what you have to do, and you decide when you want to look at your mails. And only at that particular time will you look at your mails. And I've been doing that for several months now. And it's true that my whole life is completely different. Now, I won't hide to you at the beginning, it was quite difficult to... You get out, you reach for the phone, you're like, no, mustn't look at my mails, because I want to have a good day. And if I didn't get my 10 leads a day from that campaign or whatever it might be, then I'll be upset, or, I'll put myself off schedule, and I've got things I've got to do. So that's how it's going to be. So I'm going to be doing a little webinar about, how to be proactive these days in 2013, because it's the year of the snake, and if you don't plan, honey, you're just going to slip and slide. So I'll pop the link in for the webinar, and I'll see you then, and I'll explain all sorts of intricacies, a bit like I've been saying now, mindset things. I'm a great feng shui person, and so you have to have your bits and bobs in the house to sort of protect you, as it were, for the year of the snake. It's getting a bit more complicated to walk, can you see? All these muddy bits that look kind of not nasty are really slippery. You see, that's typical year of the snake. You're not watching, you slip on this thing that looks completely harmless and you fall flat on your bum. So, it's going back to the feng shui. So that is important to me. And I've had proof that it has worked on my husband, who lets me be and says, yes, darling, and he'll listen. But, when I proved to him that it worked on him, he was a bit more serious about it. So feng shui is very important with mindset. And I give you a little practical advice that you can do, like not read your emails first thing, etc. So that's it for now. And the sun hasn't really come up yet, but can you see the difference? It's so beautiful. I'm so blessed, and I just want everyone to be so blessed. And we have the chance here, so let's make a go of it this year. Bye for now.